Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Gettys Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Well, we're back into it and back at it again. You've got The Local Show with Tom and Steve. Steve, you got a prop there for people who are on YouTube.
Maybe if you're on YouTube,
you can see stuff.
yeah. There's. You look quickly because this is going to disappear. Yeah. It's a pie.
It's a pie. Yes.
Okay, Dave, you're not allowed to talk yet. I'm talking about the pie. We haven't introduced you yet.
Well, I was going to talk about the pie.
You're not here yet, so
Okay.
just dream of the Cardiff Giant. Go
Yes,
there.
right.
Okay. There's a beautiful pie here.
Steve has a pie.
I have a pie. I mean,
do you know what kind it is?
Is
it
I'm
an apple?
guessing it's an apple pie.
Okay.
And look at the ingredients
Yes.
here. Apples.
Right, apples. Because we're going to be talking about the Lafayette Apple Festival, of course, which is just around the corner, folks. You've got The Local Show with Tom and Steve, and it is our pleasure to bring back Dave Knapp, who is the treasurer of the Lafayette Apple Festival, along with a bunch of other things that you do. LafayetteAppleFest.org, LafayetteAppleFest.org. If you don't know how to spell Lafayette, you shouldn't be here in Central New York.
Yeah, there you go.
Get out.
Wow. Spell check.
just leave.
Yeah, that's a little tough. But last time I was in, Tom was looking a little emaciated. So I thought I'd bring something to help.
So now you just lost all credibility. And you're a politician. My gosh.
There we go. Yeah. But no, that was with a great personal expense and threats to my well-being securing one of these.
Who made it?
It's St. Joseph's Church
the St.
in
Joseph's,
Lafayette.
of course.
Famous for their pies,
Yes.
number one, and for their apple fritters down at the festival itself.
The amazing disappearing pie. So when's the Apple Festival?
So the Apple Festival is always Columbus Day weekend. So this year
it is?
that falls on October 7th and 8th.
October 7th. Boy, that's just around the
it's
corner.
early. It's actually the earliest it can ever be. Because it's the second weekend in October.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with
So it's not this weekend, it's next weekend.
Exactly.
And apples. So I've heard rumors. Oh, there's no apples. The apples. You
did
hear that?
I have not heard that.
Oh, the apples got just. There was apple gotten. There was global warming. There was something else. I don't know. So
Well, actually, kind of the opposite. Yeah, they had late frost, which happens every now and then.
Global warming caused that too.
Thousands of years.
Yes.
Back to Johnny Appleseed days. But
Right.
So and then they had a hailstorm. So now there's plenty of apples, but believe me, a few. I think Chris Farms over in Casanova had to do away with their U-pick for some of the things because really what the hailstorm did was it didn't destroy the apple, but it put some blemishes on them.
I got you.
And so they might not be perfectly pretty. Like
does a pretty apple taste any different?
Absolutely not. They're all delicious.
Yeah. If we were all running around with loincloths and breastplates, we'd be eating ugly apples.
Absolutely.
To survive.
Absolutely. And believe me, there's plenty of beautiful apples out there. So no, absolutely.
Okay,
we'll be fine.
No issues there. So tell us about the history of the Lafayette Apple Festival and your involvement. When did you get involved?
So this is a very significant year for us. It's our 50th. Started back in 1973.
That's a lot of apples.
A lot of apples. I'd like to say I wasn't born then, but I was.
Yeah, and it was the height of the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But my parents were on the original committee that created it back in 1973. So, basically I was,
indoctrinated.
Exactly. You're going to be there. I missed it 1 year, my plebe year at West Point, when they were like, we don't really care about this Apple Festival.
Yeah, right.
And so, otherwise, no, we've always been there. And my father was the chairman of it for a long time until he passed away. And, but...
It's gotten bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it's something that the timing is great. It's right at the end of the summer season, beginning of fall. The trees are turning. Folks want to get out one last time before the weather really hits, and we've really developed into something. We've got a little bit of something for everybody. It's it's a family event. We try to keep it reasonable. Parking is free. Mm-hmm. There is a small admission fee, but kids under 12 are free. Adults are $6.
Yeah.
And but all of our the food vendors are all local, not-for-profit groups.
Sure.
We've sold this year. We're well over 400 craft spaces. We've sold in the big tents.
Let me ask you about that, about the crafters. Now, when I was younger, and of course I just grew up in
right down the road.
Yeah, down the road.
Can't help himself.
He's got to mention from the giant.
Got to mention the valley in every show.
And anyway, so when my wife and I were dating, we go up there and I would look for the crafts, and when we had our first home, we couldn't wait for the Lafayette Apple Festival to get your crafts. And
yep, absolutely. People do their Christmas shopping.
With Amazon and all these in Etsy and everything like that that's online, has it affected the crafting, the in-person crafting?
A little bit. I would say, the big thing, actually, COVID really impacted the crafters. A lot of the older crafters decided to retire.
Okay,
and but we've seen a new generation come in, and they're making some beautiful stuff. We have everybody there. We have a jury that goes over everything that they make to make sure it's 100% handmade. Nothing.
They're all politicians. Called 12 Angry Men.
The jury's tough. I tell you, the jury's tough. But, so we've got the crafters, we've got, rides for the kids. We have lots of the crafters under the tents, and we have lots of outside vendors like our mutual good friend, Stan Shane.
With Stan Donna,
he's been there forever.
Yeah.
Sure. As a his business displaying out there with the Pet Stop. Yeah. And I'm a Pet Stop owner just like you.
Yes,
I heard you last week. That does a great job. Our friend Sheila Ostrom used to be there when she was a scout mom.
Oh, no kidding.
Selling stuff for the Girl Scouts.
That tent is ginormous.
Oh, we've got thousands of feet of tent.
Oh my God!
Do you guys own those tents, or you get them?
No. We have a vendor that.
Tom, didn't you get hit by an apple once?
Yeah, I did get hit on an apple. You buy an apple. It was a drive-by fruiting.
Oh yeah. I hate it when that happens. Yeah. But so like I said, we really have something for everybody. And so, like I said, that we try to gear it as a family event. Come out, have fun with the family. And
what about entertainment? Do you have any bands?
Yeah, we've got constant entertainment. Again, local artists.
Yeah,
going the right from 9 o'clock in the morning when the gates open until 6 in the evening when we close down. So this year for our 50th, Saturday night we also we're gonna have a nice fireworks display at at dusk. So around 6:45, 7 o'clock.
Right,
and so that'll be a lot of fun. Obviously, everybody's invited to.
Steve, will you bring your spoons and play the spoons for people?
No. They want people to come.
Yeah,
they want people to come, eat food, and spend money. And I don't know that would work.
That might. So
that's interesting.
But and again, we try to keep it to as many local folks like our Dutch Hill Maple right up the hill from us.
Sure, we know those folks.
Sell their wares. Our local honey producer, he's down there selling honey and stuff.
What's with the apple? Those apple fritters are like something special and golden, right?
Oh yeah, the apple fritters are. Yeah, I had a young gentleman that came up and volunteered for us from New York City. He was at SU Law School.
Yeah.
And I brought him some fritters, and he took a bite, and he said, Mr. Knapp, those are life-altering. Yeah. And so, very, very yummy.
So it's all weekend.
Yep.
It's all not this weekend, next weekend.
Yep.
All day Saturday, all day Sunday. Tom, you can get I know you're on a special diet. So there's probably lots of things.
I've given up. Okay. I've given up on the diet.
Right,
but enjoy the pie.
Yes.
He's not getting this pie.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave that up to you guys.
I'm concerned about Tom's health, so I'm not going to let him have it.
Absolutely. And last thing before we go, I just wanted to thank you guys for helping us publicize our On Farm Fest.
Oh,
that was a couple of weeks ago. That of course, the weather was perfect.
Yeah,
great event. Thousands of people.
And we still have Tony Emmy's coming on today.
Excellent. Oh, great. Yeah, wonderful guy. He was a year behind me at West Point. I've known him forever, and great man.
I drove by West Point once.
Yep. There you go.
Thank you, David Knapp, right there, treasurer of the Lafayette Apple Festival. Have a great rest of the day, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay, Sheila Ostrom coming up next, owner of Senior Home Care and Alzheimer's Solutions, right here on the local show on 570 WSYR.